In case you never subscribe, please kindly rush and subscribe and share and comment. God will bless everyone. So I don't know how to thank you, all my friends, but the God Almighty will reward people for me. Without you people, I'm nothing. I remember when I have a problem on my first channel, I tell you people that I have a problem, and you people start following me here again. So by the God I'm worshiping will bless you people for me. You see, this year is your year, people. So God will continue guiding and protect you. So let me say one or two things about this video I'm about to show you now. It's a video of our former governor of Anambra State, Peter Obi. So this is a good question asked Peter Obi. How do you make money, $1 million in a week? So, and Peter Obi is about to explain it. So I would like you to watch the video. But before we watch the video, please, like I say, subscribe on our TV. So let me drink water before I choke. Watch the video.
What business exactly do you do that you can afford to keep maybe $15 million in an offshore account? Well, I know what you do, but you never know.
He asked a good question. I tell the person, let me tell you, Ruben, when I came here, I brought a few things that ordinary personal to me. I lived in England when they introduced American Express card, platinum card. I was living in England when they introduced it. And they said 5,000 people will get it. Those 5,000 people, their card showed charter member. This is my own. Showed their charter member. Member since 1987.
Somebody use it on your behalf.
No, so, I lived in England, Ruben. I
know you don't need to look at it.
Ruben, I lived in England when American Express introduced black card. And they said 1,000 persons will be issued with this card. The station, because what I use in England, everybody knows, is on our ground. I was going back to the station when my bank manager called me and said, Peter, go back there. I think they found the card. What shocked me is, how can this man come from underground to collect this card that everybody have come to collect Rolls Royce on this one? Ruben had a viable business. If anything, politics, I'm not regretting. Because everywhere I found myself is grace of God. That's why when I went into the same politics, when people say this person is doing this, I say, listen, I came here by grace of God, I won't abuse it. Otherwise, if there's anything to regret in my life, it's going into politics. Because he made me poorer. But however, I'm glad that God allowed me to also make a success of it.
Mr. Obi,
so
maybe you have to be
the
more
business
specific.
I'm doing,
what kind of business?
I'm telling
How did you make the money?
I'm telling you now, the business I'm doing, that I was a brand and market management company that I run. I had a Heinz franchise. You can go and look. I was the sole owner of Heinz salad cream, baked beans, just to give you an example of one company. South African Breweries, who's the international breweries, I was their sole engineer. I can go on and on. I was working, bringing the Ovaltine for Novartis with another company. When I can go on and everything. In fact, to tell you what the company is, the company I was involved before, when I left and my brother took it over and paid me off, sort of became next cash and carry that you see in Abuja and Port Harcourt now. So it's the same company. I was a trader. Everybody knows I was a very big trader. Even chairman will tell you. Chairman knew I used to import wine, and used to send him champagne. He will tell you that when he was in Surrey, when all of us were still at the struggling stage. So I had a viable business, but went into banking. So if the person wants to know, I was sitting on the board of 3 banks, could be chairman one before I became governor. So that is also a business.
So you have shares in those banks
to be a president of this
major shares.
Peter Obi is going to do well, and Peter Obi is going to handle everything. You see, those risky security is happening everywhere. All this hardship or everything, Peter Obi is going to fix all of them. So that's the reason why I say that if he asks me, I'll say, I'll beg everybody, the whole political party, even APC, everybody, including our daddy Bola Tribu, our excellency, I'll beg you, if he can do it for Nigeria to sacrifice, to step down, to say, my son, go, P2B, you see that the problem of Nigeria will be over. So, but Nigeria, Africa is not only Nigeria, Africa, all of them like power. No one can do it. Is there anybody can do what former president of Nigeria do? That is good luck, a very good luck, Jonathan. I know that many people, including me here, criticize Goodluck Jonathan that he didn't do well, that how can he fold hand, another person can come and collect power for him. So I know I criticize him very much, but if you think what Goodluck did, you know that Goodluck tried. It's not easy. That is a good man, a very intelligent man. That is also what good P2B is. So someone tell me that P2B can fix this country. So this question asks P2B, how do you make what business do you do to make $1 million in a week? So and P2B, I don't answer all the question. You have listened very well. You hear everything about P2B say in this video. So I'm very proud of P2B. So let's be watching how this country will go. I hear that P2B is about to leave ADC because of the crisis in ADC. So one thing I know that even if he is a new party form, P2B, anywhere P2B go, people will follow P2B go, and P2B will still carry crowd and go. So P2B, people love P2B so much. That is the reason why some people say that if P2B is not ADC, that ADC cannot win. So let's be watching. One thing I know that you see this opposition ADC, I know that there's a people behind this crisis. There's a people behind this crisis. But one thing I know is that you see this crisis very soon it's over. Even if they will not continue with ADC, we're going to depart from another party. Even if create the party today, that party is going to deliver 2027. Let's be watching how everything will go. I don't have more time to discuss about the party or not. I don't have time to discuss that. What I'm interested is how make this country to move on, how fix this country in order. Like P2B is always telling us how to move this country, to make sure that everyone is good. So thank you everyone. Thank you the people who have subscribed. Like I say, my God will reward you people for me. So one love.